against Clarendon. This past weekend at Mike Carter Field, the last game was a 5-inning combined no-hitter. And so they'll come off a little bit of a momentum swing as nice series win. They've won 6 of their last 7 games, 7-3 in their first or their last 10 ball games, 4-1 in their last 5. And the Apaches got on the bus about lunchtime today, came down here. Kind of misty here in East Texas as I came through a little bit of mist in the Nacogdoches area. But I think we're going to be fine to get this one in. The field is a little bit soft, but it's going to play well. They're getting it ready right now, as you can see. And I did have a chance to talk to both head coaches a few minutes ago. Been longtime friends with the skipper of the Roadrunners, Jeff Livin, in his 25th year of leading this program. This is the first time I ever broadcast from this particular location. We used to play Angelina when they played across the street, and that's now a parking lot. I guess a nursing program has taken over that particular location. They got a beautiful baseball, softball complex right next to each other, and really nice batting cage set up. And this is just a really nice setup. I think what did you say? How long has this been done? 5, 9, 10 years? This is 10th year for this facility. So, anyways, we'll enjoy playing in tonight. The Roadrunners are getting their legs loose. Apache's down in the left field area. They'll be in the third base dugout this evening. And I did have a chance to talk to both head coaches. Let's hear from the Apache head coach, Doug Wren. He's in his 11th season. And the Apaches, again, coming off a nice series win against Clarendon. Let's hear what Coach Wren had to say just a few minutes ago.
All right, we got Doug Wren here outside the Apache batting cage getting ready to play Angelina, road game. Coming off a really nice series win against Clarendon. Clarendon, I guess I'll be corrected on that. Talk about what happened this weekend and what you felt good about.
Yeah, obviously it's good to win that series in the fashion that we did on Saturday. Had a tough split on Friday. It felt like we just kind of missed some opportunities in Game 2. Game 1, getting the big home run, getting back in that ball game because we got down early. And I told the guys that's going to be a win that we'll have to come back and pull from. Where you get behind, you come back,
yeah, absolutely.
You give up the lead on it was a really the guy just got a barrel to an inside fastball and some velo from Gabe and sent it out and tied the game up. But it was good to win an extra inning ball game and then just to turn around and try to keep that same focus. We just didn't and ended up losing Game 2. But really great response on Saturday with great Game 3 and felt like. We took advantage of some things and ran the bases well, put some good at-bats together, pitched it well, and got out of there with a series victory. So, not perfect by any means, but certainly felt good coming away with a series win.
Well, you talked about the running game, and you guys are off to a really nice start in that area. 36 steals in 11 games. Talk about the emphasis there and the guys you have to do that.
Yeah, well, we're fairly athletic, which is a good thing. And really when it comes to the running game, we're just going to take what they give us. So if we feel like there's an area that we can exploit, we're going to do it. And that's, we try to put a lineup together. We want it to be dynamic in a fashion to where, if we need to try to hit some doubles and try to score some runs that way, we have that availability in the lineup. Or if they're going to give us some opportunities to take a bag or two, then we want to be able to do that as well. So it is something that we work really hard on. It is an emphasis of ours in our offense, and the guys did a good job at taking advantage of some things that they were giving us this weekend.
Well, you got good pitching, a combined no-hitter in 5, right? And your ERA is sliding downward as we go through this season. That's a great sign. A lot of zeros on the board the last week of baseball for the Apaches. Talk about your pitchers.
Yeah, they've done a really good job. Roop's done a good job getting those guys ready, and outside of just a couple of guys, we really don't have a whole lot of experience there. So, right. Coming off that opening weekend where we felt like we had some young guys make some young mistakes, it was good to see, the last couple of weeks to see those guys kind of settle down and kind of be the guys that we know that they can be and that they have been up to this point. And so, the hope is that the further we get away from inning number 1 and the more experience that these guys get, that the more comfortable they'll feel, and then, they can really settle in and pitch with some confidence. And we're starting to do that a little bit. So, excited to see Duke on the mound tonight and see him repeat what was a pretty good start for him against Mountain View last week.
Right. All right, I wanted to ask you one more thing about a guy that I think's given you a little bit of a spark. Obviously, you got Davis and Hines really giving you some punch in the middle of that lineup, but Ren Reynolds down the bottom of that lineup is really, I thought, a couple of times in this early games has given you a spark. Talk about Ren.
Yeah, that's a good spot for him.
Yeah.
Hitting the 9-hole, he's going to get a lot of good pitches to swing at. We feel like we kind of hide him down there,
right.
And he really has. He's done a really good job of kind of turning the lineup over for us. I mean, he hasn't been in the 9-hole every week,
right.
but every
We've
game.
juggled it a little bit, but down in those last 3 spots, it's awful nice to have a guy that sparks things a little bit.
Absolutely, he's done a really good job, and he's got a little juice in that little bitty tank. So it's been nice for him to be down there and kind of turn the lineup over, and then be able to those guys up at the Davis and Hood,
right.
and some of those guys to be able to hit some guys in scoring position. So yeah, he's off to a good start, and hopefully that continues.
So Duke's going to get the ball as your starter tonight. How's your bullpen feel?
Yeah, I mean, we feel like we've got, as many guys as we need available,
okay.
especially for a single 9. Feel like, some of those guys.
Had an off day, so everyone should be on deck.
Absolutely. Yeah. Had an off day, and, no one was really extended too much. I haven't really talked with Roop too extensively about who's just super not available today,
right.
but I think for the most part, he's going to have who he needs to have to hopefully come in after a good quality start by Duke and come in and finish the ball game. So, as far as I know, the bullpen should be intact, and with us not playing again until Friday, Saturday,
right.
They should be able to get some work in. So.
Well, I appreciate you taking a few minutes here. Wish the Apaches nothing but the best. You guys are off to a nice start. Going to have another little challenge on the road against a Division I opponent. Doug, thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, big thank you to Coach Doug Wren, taking a few minutes of his pregame time. Those guys are busy, and talking about this past weekend and some things that were positive from this past weekend, what he's looking for this evening against the Roadrunners. I also had a chance to catch up with the longtime coach of the Angelina Roadrunners. That would be Jeff Liven, and what a great job he's done here, averaging over 30 wins for basically the last 15 years of this program. And I had a chance to talk to Coach Liven a little about what's going on here at Angelina Baseball. Let's hear what he had to say just a few minutes ago.
All right, we got Jeff Liven here in 22 years. Is that right? How many years here?
I don't know. I started in 95.
Well, the website said 22nd year, so.
I think that's a few years old. It's either 24 or 25, John.
All right. Well, we've known each other for a long, long time. You've got a beautiful facility here. Talk about what your administration has done here to get this, because I know when we played you guys, we were across the street, and that's a parking lot now, so it's a beautiful setup.
Well, it wasn't much better than the parking lot when you and I used to play one another. We're blessed. The field, this was Dr. Phillips, our former president. He had a vision, and
right.
The school purchased this property. And actually, where we're standing right here was a forest. There was a tree line to our right about where the first base line. Yeah, they had a lot of dirt work to do, and met with a lot of architectures. And of course, dumb old coaches don't know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
But it was really fun to at least have a little bit of say in what became this thing, and hopefully we'll be here for a long time to come.
No, just walking in and seeing your guys hitting in the cages and your office right here, there's a lot to look forward to in terms of when you come to work. So I'm happy you got it, man. I know it doesn't always happen this way, but I know Doug is hoping that in the next 5 years or so, Tyler will do something similar. So Congrats on getting this beautiful facility. I know you guys have hosted some tournaments and regionals and that kind of thing. So let's talk a little bit about Angelina this year. You guys have played some really good teams, Galveston, McLennan, Blinn. You had Blinn. Split a doubleheader with them to lead the season off, and then it's just haven't quite gotten back on track. Looked like one of the things that haven't got off to quick starts in games, and you've been chasing.
We've been chasing and
runs.
We just haven't scored runs.
Right.
I mean, it's been McLennan kind of put us back on our heels. First game of the series against Blinn, like any first series, you're kind of finding your swings, and they were good ball games. And then McLennan, they're good.
Right.
I tip my hat to what Mitch has got going on over there.
Right.
Some dumb coach decided he'd schedule a 4-game series with that buzzsaw every year, and it's a good test. I mean, you get out there and you're going to find out this is what it takes. These are the big boys. These guys are going to be competing for the national title every year, and let's go play our game and see how it works out. And And we kind of got set back on our heels and just haven't quite recovered from it yet. So we got work to do. I like our guys. I like our team. I like our attitude. There's a lot of positive things to work with, but it's just poor coaching right now, John.
Yeah. Well, you guys got about, I don't know, 10 days, I think, pretty close to 10 days out from starting conference play.
Yeah.
You feel like your lineup is moving in the direction it needs to, and the pitching, you got some roles starting to develop?
Yeah, well, that darn old rollaway cage right there took out one of my starters. It collapsed on his pitching finger. So, yeah, we're trying to get him back to where he can play catch and all that fun stuff. It's, this stuff happens.
It does.
So-and-so got a dragonfly in his nose or something. There's always something. I like where we're going. I like where we're headed. I think the urgency has been presented by our lack of offense right now. So the guys are really starting to buy into it. And I've really enjoyed this group.
Good.
That's not going to keep going if we're one and whatever here in a few weeks, but I've really enjoyed their work ethic.
Well, I know that Lord willing, I'll be back in Alaska, and I enjoy working with young men. I know you do too. You wouldn't be doing this for as long as you have, and it's so exciting for me to hear you like your group, and it's a group of guys that you enjoy coaching and leading, and so you're making a difference for them. Thanks for pouring into them like you have for so many years.
You know as well as I do, the older we get, the more philosophical we may get, but it really is. I mean, there's a lot of life lessons, and there's life lessons in winning.
Yep.
Whatever you do in life, you want to be a winner. You want to be the best at it, and you can't accept mediocre. And right now, we're mediocre. We're not accepting it, but maybe I've calmed down in my old age too.
Well,
it's fun to be a part of guys' lives like this.
Well, there's meaning in striving to win every time you take the field.
Absolutely.
And the relationships you develop with these guys, the lessons you're going to teach them, Jeff, are going to last a lifetime. That's what it's all about. So thanks for pouring into Angelina Roadrunners for as long as you have. Congrats on this beautiful facility. I look forward to calling this game. Thanks for taking a few minutes.
Appreciate you being here, John. Always good to see you.
All right, thanks.
All right, a big thank you to Jeff Liven taking a few minutes of his pregame time. We're getting ready to play baseball here in Lufkin, Texas. First road broadcast of the season. Dr. John Groth with you on the play-by-play. Throw has been made down. We'll walk you through the lineup here as we get through this first inning. Leading off for the Apaches, center fielder Jacob Johnson.
Leading off for Tyler, number 17, Jacob Johnson.
Johnson will step in against the starting pitcher, Drew Shiflett, right-handed sophomore out of Woden, Texas. 6 foot and 190. See if we can pull some of the numbers up on Mr. Shiflett here momentarily. First pitch misses. We're underway at 5, right on time. It'll be the first time all season we've done an Apache game and we've started on time. So going from the windup, right-handed sophomore from Woden. Now time called. I don't know. Johnson stepped out. 72 degrees at game time. We got a south-southeasterly at about 8 miles an hour. And the flag's blowing straight down at the moment, so I don't think we're going to have too much impact from the wind this evening. 1-0 pitch, grounder to the second base. This is going to be Kendrick, and he will just get Johnson for out number 1. 4-3 if you're scoring at the house. 1 up and 1 down here in the first inning. Here's Dalton Davis now for the Apaches.
14, Dalton Davis.
To walk you through the lineup is Johnson in center, Davis at third, Heath Hood in left, Robert Hines at first, Mike Schrabb behind the plate. The DH is Ty Eli. He'll bat 6th. In right field, Tate Whittington. Here's the first pitch. Going to miss low, ball 1. He'll bat 7th. Batting 8th is the shortstop, Cade Sanchez. And batting 9th for the Apaches, the second baseman, Ren Reynolds. The 1-0. Fouled at home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the mound for the Apaches, left-handed freshman from right here in Lufkin, Hudson High School, Duke Jordan. Jordan will get the start for the Apaches. Apaches are led by 11th-year head coach Doug Wren. Pitching coach is Mike Rupenthal. Again, the Apaches 7-3 in their last 10 ball games, ranked number 1 in the country in the Division III ranks. Took over that number 1 spot last week. Started the season a little bit lower in the rankings, but got off to a good start. Had a six-game winning streak. And off to a pretty good start at 7-4. Fly ball, shallow center field. This is Boudreau calling everybody else off, and he'll make the catch. And there's 2 away. So Johnson grounds out to second. Davis, easy pop fly to center. And here's the left fielder, Heath Hood. Defensively for the Angelina Roadrunners, Ryan Finke in left, Harrison Boudreau in center, Joseph Munoz in right, Zach Vorst at third, Sawyer Thornhill at short, McCrae Kendrick at second, Dalton Roblin at first, Ethan Jacobs behind the plate, and the pitcher is Drew Shiflett, that sophomore from Woden, and the first pitch to Hood is a ball. It's 1-0. From the windup, the pitch. Misses inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Apache's wearing their black tops with the gray pants today. Get the gold trim around the sleeves and gold outline on the black numeral. Wearing their black ball caps today. Next pitch is in there. It's 2-1. Angelina with the all whites today. Got the orange Angelina across the front. Piping down the front and down the pants with the royal blue caps. Got fisted, a little looper into shallow left field, and sliding and making the catch is Ryan Finke to end the inning. Really nice play right there by Finke. He had a long way to go, and you kind of avoided the collision with Thornhill at short. And the Apaches go quietly here in inning number 1. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. And we'll come back with the Angelina lineup in just a minute. You're watching Apache Baseball on ApacheAthletics.com. All right, let's bring you back a little early. We are in Lufkin, Texas, on the campus of Angelina College. Apaches and the Roadrunners going at it. Bottom of the first, let's walk you through the lineup for Angelina. Leading off is the second baseman, McCrae Kendrick. Batting second, the DH, Eric Warden. Batting third, right fielder, Joseph Munoz. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Dalton Roblin. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Sawyer Thornhill. Batting sixth, the catcher, Ethan Jacobs. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Ryan Finke. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Zach Vorst. And batting ninth for Jeff Livens' Angelina Roadrunners, Harrison Boudreau, the center fielder. Defensively for your Apaches, Heath Hood in left, Jacob Johnson in center, Tate Whittington in right, Dalton Davis at third, Cade Sanchez gets the nod at short this evening, Ren Reynolds at second, Robert Hines over at first base, Mike Schrabb behind the plate, and on the mound, left-handed freshman from Lufkin, Texas, Hudson High School, 6'2" and 230, Duke Jordan. Jordan gets the ball here to start this ball game. And let's see on the year. So far, Duke Jordan, this is going to be his fourth appearance of the year, his second start. He's 1-0. He's pitched 6 innings of baseball, struck out 11, and walked 3. So, nice start to the season for Duke Jordan. ERA of 0 so far. Has not given up an earned run. Duke Jordan has not given up a hit in 6 innings of work. He has not given up a hit, a run, and has struck out 11 and walked just 3. So, see if he can continue on with that type of performance. The lights are now on, and leading off is McCrae Kendrick, the second baseman. From the windup, first pitch, going to miss high, ball 1. Well, we got a nice little gathering of folks here. 5 o'clock start on a Monday afternoon. We are the only show in town. There's not another Region 14 game going on anywhere in Texas right now. So a bunch of games tomorrow, but this is the only game being played in NJCA Region 14 play today. 2 balls and no strikes to Kendrick. Wind up the pitch. fouled off to the right side. Out of play. Got to get used to looking to left field. The Tyler scoreboard's in right field. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out, just getting started. 72 degrees here in Lufkin. Kind of a heavy air night. Another fly ball to the right side and drifting over in foul territory, making the catch. And that's a nice job by Tate Whittington. He had a long way to run. There's a lot of foul territory here at this ballpark. And, boy, that's a pitcher's delight right there. Hitters don't like it, but pitchers love it.
Number 21, Eric Warden.
And so there's 1 up and 1 down. That's an FO9. Good job by Whittington. He had, again, a pretty good piece of real estate to cover there to get over there. And I didn't think he was going to get there, but he made the catch. Here's Eric Warden, the DH, for the first time tonight. The windup misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. High fly ball out of play to the left side. A really nice seating area all the way around this ballpark. Kind of an amphitheater style. Concrete concourse with bleacher seating and chairbacks right behind home plate. And a huge, nice press box. That's what I love about this place. We are climate controlled. Here's the 1-1. Called a strike in the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 325 down the lines, 400 straight away. Looks like they got about a 10 or 12 foot wall. Batter's eye back behind the pitcher there in center field. Here's the 1-2. Line drive, center field. Going back is Johnson, and he cannot pick it up. And that's going to fall in for a stand-up double. Well-hit ball. That ball just kept going. And Coach Livin talked about the fact that sometimes the wind will blow out here when it's warm. I thought Johnson was going to get there, and he just couldn't catch up with that ball. So there goes the no-hitter. A double to center field. And with 1 out, here's Joseph Munoz, the right fielder. He'll step in from the left side. Fastball misses high, 1-0. Munoz, a sophomore from Los Fresnos. Batting in the 3 position for Coach Livin. Got another lefty in the on-deck circle, Dalton Roblin. Jordan from the stretch. Drops a breaking pitch over the outside corner. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 away, 1 on. Well hit ball off the bat of Eric Warden. Fell into right center field. Jacob Johnson got on his horse, but he couldn't catch it. Duke Jordan back in his hometown. The 1-1. There's a solid strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gotta believe that Duke Jordan may have played a little summer ball out here growing up in this area. Not sure how much summer ball is on this field, but probably a little bit. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase. And a nice job by Mike Schrabb to hold on to that and throw down. And here's your first strikeout of the day for Duke Jordan.
Number 10, Dalton Roblin.
Here's Dalton Roblin now, the first baseman. He'll step in from the left side as well. So there's 2 outs now, and Warden's still out at second after hitting the 1-out double to center. Jordan back into that stretch position. 2-man umpiring crew today. Here's the first pitch. It's in there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Bottom of the first inning. Still no score on the campus of Angelina College. The pitch. Solid fastball, strike 2. Two outs. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase, and he'll throw down. Schrabb did a good job of keeping that ball right near home plate. Back-to-back strikeouts ends the threat. So a one-out double by Eric Warden is stranded out at second base as Duke Jordan strikes out Munoz and Roblin to get out of any trouble. A 0 on the board, and we will head to inning number 2. Still scoreless here in Angelina. Back in just a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. And welcome back to Lufkin, Texas. Top of the second inning. Robert Hines, Mike Schrabb, and Ty Eli will come to home plate for the Apaches. We'll face the sophomore from Woden, Drew Shiflett. First pitch. Pretty good hack on a fastball. Fouls it straight back. And it's 0-1. Apaches 7-4 on the year. Both of these teams part of the Region 14 NJCA region. Blinn out to a 7-2 start so far. Coastal Bend 7-3. Swing and a miss on the off speed. Tyler 7-4. Paris 6-4. Laredo 3-2. Sanjak 7-5. Galveston is 6-5. Northeast Texas is 4-5. Bossier Parish 2-3. Alvin 4-6. Navarro is 4-6. Next pitch misses low, and it's 1-2. Wharton is 3-8. Panola 2-6, and the Roadrunners at 1-7 right now. And as we said a moment ago, this is the only game going on among all those teams, which is kind of a rarity in the springtime. Usually got a couple of games going on, but today it's just the Apaches and the Roadrunners. Bunch of games tomorrow. As we got a bunch of teams in action on Tuesday. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Looked like a fastball that was a little bit up and away, but Shiflett got the call. First strikeout for Drew Shiflett, and there's one away. He has retired all 4 Apaches that he's faced. Here's Mike Schrabb. Schrabb will step in for the first time against the right-handed sophomore, Drew Shiflett. He finds his rhythm here in a second. First pitch swing and grounded to short, backhand. You fire across, and throw gets away. that's Sawyer Thornhill. Kind of believe that's going to be an error. As he got to that ball in plenty of time, just made a tough throw. And it was a good job by Roblin to keep that ball. We talked about a moment ago how much foul territory is in this ballpark. If that ball gets past Roblin, it's easily going to send Schrabb to second base. Here's Ty Eli now, the designated hitter, with one out and one aboard. Now you got Shiflett out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Solid fastball, strike one. No balls, one strike. And there's another solid strike outside. Boy, if you can live there, it's going to be a long day for the Apache hitters. No balls, two strikes, one away. Schrabb has just reached on an infield ball that did you score a hit? Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah, thought it was an error. Eli going to have to battle from behind here as people continue to trickle into the ballpark. We've got a nice little gathering of folks today. Boy, just missed inside. I couldn't have taken that with two strikes. Eli gets the call this time, and it's one ball, two strikes. We're down in Lufkin, just about 85 miles from Tyler. Swing and a miss, chased the high fastball. And nice job. Shiflett has struck out two Apaches this inning. And that'll bring up Tate Whittington, the right fielder.
Number 23, Tate Whittington.
Well, and actually, this is not Whittington. They're going to already use a hitter here. This is Alec Williams.
Correction, number 3, Alec Williams.
I don't know what, I don't know if it's possible Whittington got injured. He did have to make that long run. I don't know if he might have pulled a muscle running over and catching that ball in foul territory, but he's not even getting an at-bat in this game. Alec Williams is going to take over here in the second inning. So not exactly sure what's going on. We may try to get down to the dugout, shoot a text down there and see if we can find out what's going on with Tate. But Alec Williams will take over here in the 7 position for the Apaches, with 2 outs and 1 aboard. Schrabb reached on an errant throw by shortstop Sawyer Thornhill. First pitch misses low, ball 1. Williams steps in from the left side. Shiflett from the stretch. The pitch. Fouled off. Williams a little tardy on the fastball there. We'll see if we can get some information from the Tyler dugout here between innings on Tate Whittington. The only thing I could think of is he may have injured something going after that foul ball. Just missed off the outside corner. Angelina faithful calling for a strike call on that. 2 balls and a strike, 2 away. In the top of the second inning. The pitch. And again, just missed low. It's 3-1. Shiflett from the stretch. Here's the 3-1. That's in there for a strike, and it's 3-2. Shiflett, 24 pitches now, 13 strikes, 11 balls. Full count now. Runner will be off with a pitch. Here it comes. Little chopper, right side. That's going to trickle foul. Apache's still looking for their first base hit. Roadrunners have a double. Here's the next payoff pitch. Fouled off to the left side. That's well out of play. Actually got a handful of Apache fans over on their side of the seating area here. Looks like we got some, I don't know if that's going to be local media or somebody's taking some video out there. Might be the local TV station. I think they have a sister station from Tyler down here. Next pitch is going to miss low, and that's ball 4. So that's the first walk for Shiflett. And there are 2 aboard with 2 outs. And that will bring up the shortstop, Cade Sanchez.
Brings up number 2, Cade Sanchez.
Sanchez, first time today. Freshman out of Caldwell. And he'll have a chance now with for the first time to bat with a runner in scoring position for the Apaches. Schrabb at second, and Williams at first. First pitch, solid strike. It's 0-1. Still scoreless in the top of the second inning. Scheduled 9. We're playing real baseball today. Not a fan of the 7. 0-1. In there for a strike. It's 0-2. Apache's coming off taking 2 out of 3 from Clarendon this past weekend up in Tyler. They have won 6 of their last 7 games. Their overall record 7-4. 0-2 pitch. Tapper to short. You come and get it, and you throw that one right to the first baseman. Nice job there by Thornhill. And the threat is ended here in the second. The Apaches do give 2 base runners on an error and a walk, but they leave them stranded, and it's another 0 on the board for Drew Shiflett. We'll be back with the bottom of the second in just a minute. You're watching Tyler Baseball on ApacheAthletics.com. Here's the shortstop, Sawyer Thornhill, for the first time. It's 5, 6, and 7 for the Roadrunners. Swing and a miss. And it's a left-on-left matchup here with the left-handed freshman, Duke Jordan, strike 1. So you got 3 lefties in a row right in the middle of this Roadrunner lineup. Thornhill, Jacobs, and Finke scheduled a hit for Angelina. Fastball misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the second, we're still scoreless. Angelina does have a hit. Eric Warden drove a double out to center field last inning. Just missed off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Well, just kind of a heavy air night. 88% humidity at game time. I know on the drive down, I drove through some misty rain off and on. Fly ball back behind us to our left, out of play. Softball facility right behind us here. They have a really nice concourse area between the 2 facilities, restrooms and concession area. And got a nice batting cage area right up on top of the hill. This ballpark actually kind of sits down in a bowl. And it's got a really nice seating area and covered area right here behind home plate. 2-2 pitch. That ball's well hit. Right field. Going back is Williams, and he'll make the leaping catch a couple of feet in front of the wall. And there's one away. That ball was well struck off the bat of Sawyer Thornhill. But Williams out in right field. And we have not heard yet from the dugout on what's going on with Tate Whittington. We'll continue to try to get you some information on him. Hopefully nothing major with Tate. Wind up the first pitch, high pop-up. Looks like it's going to stay in play on the third base side. And sure enough, Dalton Davis drifts over in that foul territory and squeezes it for out number 2. Again, a lot of foul territory in this ballpark. As it was designed by a pitcher.
Left fielder,
well, Jeff Livin had his say in how this thing was designed a bit, and so I know in Tyler, that Mike Carter Field, the home plate is so close to the dugouts. There is not a lot of foul territory for the Apaches at home. First pitch, he drops it right in there, strike 1. This is Ryan Finke, the left fielder. We took something off of that quickly. 0-2. Duke Jordan trying to make a quick work of the Roadrunners here in the second inning. Well hit up the middle, but this is Sanchez. Throws across, and it's a 1-2-3 second inning. 6-3 if you're scoring at the house. We're still scoreless through 2 complete innings. We're playing real baseball tonight. 9-inning ball game. Back for the third in just a minute. And welcome back to Lufkin, Texas. The Apaches will bat here in the top of the third inning. Ren Reynolds will lead it off. We are tied at 0. Still Drew Shiflett on the mound. Fastball gets by Reynolds. It's 0-1. Well, I've been notified the name of the complex here is the Larry Phillips Family Sports Complex. Beautiful baseball, softball complex. And I have Dr. Larry Phillips to my left here in the press box. One ball, one strike. Nobody on and nobody out. Top of the third. We're still scoreless. Wind up and the pitch. Off the plate with that fastball. And 2 balls and a strike. Now tomorrow there's all kinds of games. Crowder's at Paris. Northeast Texas at Murray State. Blinn is at Coastal Bend. Galveston at Galveston. These Roadrunners play tomorrow against the Whitecaps. High pop-up, first base side. And that left-handed first baseman, Dalton Roblin, will squeeze it for out number 1. So the Roadrunners will turn around and play a home game tomorrow.
Brings the plate number 17, Jacob Johnson.
Okay, so they're not going to do that, okay? And sure enough, it says postponed. All right, so Navarro's at Grayson. Monroe is at Sanjak. And most of the other games listed there are just the second game of doubleheader. So a lot of Region 14 ball games on tap for tomorrow. But this is the only one on the docket for tonight or today at all. First pitch is a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss. And it's quickly 0-2. This is Jacob Johnson for the second time. He grounded out to second base his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. 1 out, nobody aboard from the windup. Shiflett just missed off the plate. Looked like a changeup. And Johnson lays off. Jacob Johnson, 280 on the year. 3 doubles, 7 RBI. Fly ball out of play down the left field line. Johnson, this is his 11th game played this spring. 7 out of 25 with 10 runs scored. 10 runs scored, second on the club, only to Heath Hood. 3 doubles and 7 RBIs and a 280 batting average for the Apache center fielder. The 1-2. Little looper into left, and you come in and make the sliding. No, you can't hold on to it. Well, we've seen one of those catches already by Finke, and that time just lost the handle. He kind of slid, and you can kind of see his pants are dirty. It's a little moist out there in the outfield, and he made a great effort on that. It's got to be a hit there. Johnson with the first hit of the night for the Apaches. And with 1 out, stepping in will be third baseman Dalton Davis. Davis, 385 for the Apaches. 15 out of 39. He scored 8 runs, a double, a triple, 5 RBI. First pitch misses high, ball 1. Tied for the team lead in steals is Davis, 5 steals. He's caught stealing just 1 time. Jacob Johnson over at first base has stolen 3 bases and thrown out 1 time. So be curious to see here in the early going whether Coach Wren turns Johnson loose or not here. And 2-0 now. Shiflett falls behind Dalton Davis. One on and 1 out. Shiflett. The pitch. Missed inside. 3-0. Well, haven't seen a whole lot of both these pitchers working pretty efficiently. Haven't had a whole lot of, might be the first 3-0 count of the ball game. Both of these guys have done a pretty good job of just pounding the zone. Here's the 3-0. Here's a solid strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Roadrunners would love a double play ball here and end the inning. Apache's trying to get something going offensively. We're in the top of the third. Snap throw over, and boy, that was close. Johnson might have been leaning a hair there. And looked like Roblin thought he had him. He's kind of slowly meandering back to the bag, maybe gritting his teeth a little bit with Mr. Umpire over there. Had the quick, safe call, but got the two-man crew, so not quite as close to first. And he was leaning there for sure, and they're going to call him out. And that might have been a makeup call. He might have been more out the first time than the second. Either way, they're going to call him out. So it's a pickoff, and Johnson is out 1-3, and that's the second out. So Johnson erased at first base, and there's 2 outs and nobody on. Now Coach Wren's going to take the slow walk out to first base. I don't know the way that first one was probably. We don't have the. We're not that close to the action up here in terms of the view we have, and I would say that my gut was that first time he might have been more out than the second, but I guess either way he's out, one way or another. Coach Wren going to go out there and kind of shrug his shoulders a little bit, talk things over with Mr. First Base Umpire there. And sometimes when you're on the road, you just want to go out and let them know you're there, right? I'm watching what you're doing. Obviously disagreed with the call. So there's 2 away now and nobody aboard, and here is Dalton Davis with a 3-1 count. And I think it's probably safe to say that old Jacob Johnson was going to run on that pitch. And he got caught. He took a jab step, and sometimes it certainly will appear, and he certainly could have been out on that last pick, but he took a jab step with that right foot towards second and then went back to first, and he was called out. 3-2 pitch, misses low, and there's a walk. So how bad does that pickoff hurt right there, right? So there's 2 outs with 1 aboard. That is walk number 2 for Drew Shiflett.
Brings up number 5.
And that will bring up the 3 spot in the Tyler lineup, left fielder Heath Hood. And Hood flew out to left field in the first inning. He's 0 for 1. On the year, Hood a .364 average, 12 out of 33, 11 runs scored, leads the club. Ground ball to short. This is Thornhill, throws across, and nice pick at first by Roblin, and that's the inning. So 6-3 if you're scoring at the house. The Apaches get a couple of runners. One of them gets picked off, and the other one stranded. We'll head to the bottom of inning number 3. We are still scoreless on the campus of Angelina College in Lufkin, Texas. Stay with us. Back in a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. Eight, 9, and 1 for the Roadrunners as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Drew Shiflett, 47 pitches so far, 20 of them for strikes. Duke Jordan, 24 pitches, 18 of them for strikes through 2 innings of work. He'll face 8, 9, and 1. This is Zach Vorst. First pitch swinging, popped up, shallow right field. And actually, Reynolds is going to camp under it at second base for out number 1. So we'll pop up to second. Vorst is the first out of the inning. Here's Harrison Boudreau, the center fielder.
Number 13, Harrison Boudreau.
Boudreau up there for the first time this evening. Boudreau listed as a redshirt freshman from Brusley, Louisiana. First pitch misses high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. The windup. That's in there for a strike. 1-1. Well, people continue to trickle out here. As a nice gathering of fans for a 5 o'clock start here in Lufkin. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, pretty good cut fastball or slider there from Jordan, and it's 1-2. Time is called now by Boudreau. 0-1-0 for the Apaches. 0-1-1 for the Roadrunners from Angelina College. In the bottom of the 3rd. Duke Jordan, the wind and the pitch. Boy, just missed off the plate. A little low. And it's 2-2. We're at the 9 spot in the Roadrunner lineup. McCray Kendrick waits on deck. Jordan with that deep breath. Lefty from the windup. Ground ball, first base side, knocks it down. This is Hines. He'll step on the bag and beat Boudreau there. So that's 3U if you're scoring at the house. Back to the top we go. This is McCray Kendrick for the second time.
Baseman, number 3, McCray Kendrick.
On the year, Kendrick, 222 average, 4 out of 18 so far, 3 runs scored, 1 triple, and 4 walks. So we're at the top of the lineup with 2 away and nobody out, or nobody on, excuse me. Breaking pitch drops it right over the plate, strike 1. A 1 pitch off the hands. That's going to go foul. And Davis will scoop it up and fire it back over to Duke. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vorst popped up to second. Boudreau grounded out to Hines at first. It's an 0-2 count on Kendrick. Strike 3 called, and there's your inning. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Duke Jordan. That is his strikeout number 3 of Roadrunner hitters. And we will head to the 4th. We are still scoreless. A little pitching and defense tonight on the campus of Angelina College in Lufkin, Texas. Back in just a minute. Welcome back to Lufkin, Texas. 4, 5, and 6 for the Apaches. Hines, Schrabb, and Eli scheduled to hit. Drew Shiflett back on the bump. 47 pitches through the first 3 innings. First pitch misses inside, ball 1. That's pitch number 48. 28 of them for strikes. Apaches have left 3 on base, 1 in scoring position so far through the first 3 innings. 1-0 pitch. Solid strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Drew Shiflett from the windup. Fastball fouled off to the right side, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Apache cleanup hitter. Hines on the year, 303 average, 10 out of 33. Swing and a miss, struck him out. You dig it out of the dirt. Jacobs rifles it down for the first out. So Hines has struck out twice tonight, and those are the only 2 strikeouts so far for Drew Shiflett. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Michael Schrabb.
Number 11, Michael Schrabb.
Schrabb on the year, 7 out of 25, 6 runs scored. That's good for a 280 average. He's got a couple of home runs to his credit and 8 RBI, and that's second on the club. Hines has got 9. Foul tip, and it's 0-1. Apaches are batting .296 as a club so far. That's climbing up just a little bit. A little slow start the Apaches had. Those first 3 ball games, they've picked it up in their last 8 games. ERA dropping as well. Team ERA going into tonight's ball game was 2.85. Pitchers have they've strung a number. I think they have 3 shutouts in the first 11 ball games. The 0-1. Solid fastball, outside part, 0-2. Schrabb reached on an error by the shortstop Sawyer Thornhill his first time up. Good block at home plate by Ethan Jacobs just in case he had a check swing. Counts for 1 ball, 2 strikes. One out, nobody aboard. We're in the top of the 4th inning of a 9-inning ball game. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Good breaking pitch. And Schrabb will hustle down and gets his foot back on the bag. Roblin had to come off the bag to take the throw from Jacobs, but he'll sneak it back on in time. 2 up and 2 strikeouts. 3 strikeouts in the ball game for Shiflett.
Number 29,
And that'll bring up Ty Eli now. And he was a strikeout victim. That's actually strikeout number 4. Because Eli struck out his first time up. So 2 strikeouts back-to-back here for Shiflett. Swing and a miss, and he seems to be finding a rhythm out there. No balls and a strike to Ty Eli. He struck out swinging his first time up. Eli on the year, 227 average. Called a strike, and it's 0-2. Eli, 5 out of 22, 7 runs scored, a double, a triple, a homer, and 3 RBI. Check swing. Looks like he's got a little more zip on the fastball. So we work here in the 4th inning. He started the inning with 47 pitches. Going from the windup, the 1-2. Just missed low. I don't know, I could have taken that. Eli gets the call, and it's 2-2. 2 outs, nobody aboard. We're in the top of the 4th inning here in Lufkin. The pitch. Fouls it straight back, just missed on the fastball. Got him to chase one a little bit up in the zone, and Eli able to get just a tick of that ball. And his go-to pitch has been the breaking pitch, so look for that here. Throw in the dirt. There it is. And Jacobs blocks it. Eli isn't biting. 3-2, 2 outs. The right-hander from Woden, Texas, Drew Shiflett. The wind, the pitch. And he went to the fastball and he missed it low. So it's a 2-out walk to tie Eli. Walk number 3 for Shiflett. And with 2 outs, here is Alec Williams for the second time. We did get notification from the dugout that the starter, Tate Whittington, might have tweaked a hamstring going after that foul ball. And that's what we thought. So just heard from the dugout, and hopefully that's nothing major for Tate. But that's why Alec Williams took over. The first time Tate Williams' spot came up in the lineup, Williams stepped to home plate. So first pitch is in there, strike one. It's 0-1 to Alec Williams. He walked his first time up, did Alec Williams. 0-63 on the year. He's 1 for 16. A high chopper over second base. Boy, what a play. Nicely done there by Sawyer Thornhill. He went to the second base side of the bag, quickly pivoted his feet and made a strong throw over to Roblin. And that'll be it. 6-3 if you're scoring at the house. Put a star by that one. That's a nice play by Sawyer Thornhill. We'll head to the bottom half of inning number 4. We're still scoreless. Stay with us. Welcome back to Lufkin, Texas. We're on the campus of Angelina College. We're at the Larry Phillips Family Sports Complex. Baseball, softball fields back-to-back. We head to the bottom of the 4th, 2, 3, and 4 for the Roadrunners. This is Eric Warden for the second time. He's got the only Roadrunner hit. He doubled to right center field his first time up. So he's 1 for 1. First pitch is in there, strike one. Warden, an even 200 average coming in, swing and a miss. It's quickly 0-2. He was 3 for 15 coming into the ball game today. Nobody on and nobody out. Bottom of the 4th inning. Breaking pitch in the dirt. Good job by Schrabb to block it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We kind of reached out and knocked it through the hole. Little breaking pitch that Duke Jordan kind of left hanging over the plate, and Warden made him pay for it. He just kind of waved the barrel out there, but got it through the hole.
Right fielder, number 9, JoJo Munoz.
2 for 2. He's got both Angelina hits. And stepping in now is the right fielder, Joseph Munoz. So Munoz steps in for the second time. Struck out swinging his first time up. 294 on the year for JoJo Munoz. Going to show bunt, pop it up. Davis squeezes it, and there's your first out of the inning. Well, he tried to move the runner and could not get that ball on the ground. So Munoz is the first out of the inning. Here's Dalton Roblin, the first baseman. Struck out swinging his first time up. Roblin on the year, .231 average, 3 out of 13, a run scored, 1 homer, 3 RBI. And those 3 RBIs lead the club. The pitch. Just miss high. Duke Jordan started the inning with 33 pitches, 25 of them for strikes. His counterpart, Drew Shiflett, now 64 through 4 innings, 39 of those strikes. Pitch. He drops a breaking pitch over the heart of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jordan from the stretch. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 2-1. Ground ball foul on the right side. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. Warden led the inning off with a single to left. Munoz tried to bunt him over, popped it up to third. Here's the 2-2. High pop-up, left side. Dalton Davis at third is under it. And he'll squeeze that for out number 2. So a couple of pop-ups to Davis at third base. Here's Sawyer Thornhill.
Sawyer Thornhill.
Line drive to right field his last time up. 0 for 1 is Thornhill. On the year, Thornhill 188 average, 3 out of 16, 4 runs scored, and that leads the team in that category. Breaking pitch, called a strike. 0-1. Thornhill does have a triple. He's got an RBI to his credit. 2 outs, 1 aboard. We're in a scoreless tie, bottom of the 4th inning in Lufkin, Texas, on the campus of Angelina College. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. A little tardy on that one. Quickly 0-2. Both of these pitchers seem to have settled in nicely here. A pitching and defense type of ball game. Warden's been over there at first base since he led the inning off with a single. And just reaching out and fouling it off, staying alive, is Sawyer Thornhill. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. Angelina 0-2-1. Tyler 0-1-0. Both those hits off the bat of Eric Warden. He's at first right now with 2 away. The pitch. Ground ball to short. This is Sanchez. He'll throw across. Got him. So that'll do it. Leadoff single is stranded, and we'll head to the 5th inning, and we're still scoreless. Stay with us. You're watching Tyler Baseball on ApacheAthletics.com. Welcome back to Lufkin, Texas. Dr. John Groth with you on the play-by-play. Top of the 5th inning, getting ready to start here. The Apaches, after today's ball game, will play a 3-game series against Murray State College in Tishomingo, Oklahoma. So they'll be on the road this next weekend. And then they'll travel over to the Metroplex and play Dallas Christian next Wednesday. And then they travel to Cisco. Play at Cisco and at New Mexico Military in a tournament at Cisco on the weekend of the 29th. So Apaches are going to be road warriors here for a little while. The next home game isn't until March 7th. First pitch is in there, strike one. And this is Cade Sanchez for the second time. Sanchez grounded out to short his first time up. Here's the 0-1. Well hit to center, but it's right at the center fielder, Boudreaux. And there's your first out of the 5th inning. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the 9-hitter, Ren Reynolds.
Brings the plate, number 9, Ren Reynolds.
The Apaches weekend series against Joliet Junior College on Saturday the 7th and Sunday the 8th. That's their next home games. Between now and then, it's nothing but road games. Oklahoma, Dallas, out in West Texas, Cisco. That's fair ball inside the bag. Reynolds going to hit first and chug into second. A 1-out double for Ren Reynolds. Well, we talked about Ren Reynolds on the pregame show with Coach Wren.
Number 17, Jacob Johnson.
He has given the Apaches a spark in the bottom part of their lineup all season. And so here's the top of the lineup, Jacob Johnson, 1 for 2. Base hit the left his last time up, so let's see here. Ren Reynolds on the year now, .357 average coming into the ball game. Got a couple of triples and 3 doubles. There he goes, and they're going to pick him off. Well, he picked the foot up, and Reynolds thought he was going to the plate, and he took off toward third, and he used the inside move, and that's the second runner for the Apaches that have been picked off. Going to go 1-5 on the caught stealing. And there's 2 away, so I'll tell you what, old Drew Shiflett has gotten out of a couple of situations here with some pickoffs. Big hack right there by Johnson. Fouls it straight back. It's 0-1. Well, the other pickoff was back in the 3rd inning. Picked off the guy at home plate right now, Jacob Johnson. He picked him off of first base, and Ren Reynolds was going to go on first move, and he did. And Shiflett used the inside move and stepped off the rubber and threw over to third. Forced to put the tag on, so that pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs now, nobody aboard. We're in a scoreless tie in the top of the 5th inning. Sophomore from Woden, Texas, Drew Shiflett has been in there from the start. The 1-1. Grounded to short. This is going to be Thornhill. Fields it, guns it over. It's a 1-2-3 inning, albeit with the pickoff. Johnson is out on the 6-3. And that'll do it for the Apaches in their half of the 5th. We'll come back with the bottom half. It's still scoreless. Back in just a minute. Well, welcome back to Lufkin, Texas. We're on the campus of Angelina College. Dr. John Groth with you. We are halfway home here in a 9-inning ball game. 4.5 in the books. Bottom of the 5th inning. 6, 7, and 8 for the Roadrunners from Angelina. Ethan Jacobs will lead it off.
Angelina, the catcher, number 15, Ethan Jacobs.
He popped into foul territory his first time up. 0 for 1 is Ethan Jacobs. On the year, Jacobs 111 average, 1 for 9 coming in. First pitch misses low, ball 1. Does have 1 RBI so far this season. That was pitch number 48 for Duke Jordan. He's been pretty efficient through 4 innings. That's low, 2-0. His counterpart, Drew Shiflett, has thrown 70 in his 5 innings of work. 44 of them for strikes. Jordan going from the windup. Here's the pitch. Ground ball is short. And this is Sanchez. He'll throw it across. There's 1 out. Now, it's been a pitching and defense night. These pitchers are matching 0 for 0 here as we go to the 5th inning. With 1 away, here's Ryan Finke.
Ryan Finke.
Finke grounded out to short his first time up. First pitch swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. I don't know for certain. Is this would this be Finke's first action of the year? It's the first time he's played. Yeah, first at bats of the year. So on the year, Finke just 0 for 1. Does not have any stats on the NJCA website. 1 out, nobody aboard. We're at the 7th spot in the Angelina lineup. Wind up and the pitch. That's going to miss low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Both teams with no runs, both teams with 2 hits. The only difference on the line score is Angelina's committed 1 error. Outside corner called a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Ryan Finke. Left fielder for Angelina. A sophomore out of Pearland. The windup, the pitch. Boy, couldn't quite catch up to that high and tight fastball. And he'll do it again at 1-2. Zach Vorst waits on deck for the Roadrunners. Deep breath by the freshman Duke Jordan. The windup, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 4 for Duke Jordan. And with 2 outs, here's Zach Vorst. These pitchers just keep matching one another inning for inning. Through these middle innings, both of them seem to be locked and loaded here. Getting ahead of hitters, making some wipeout pitches. Jordan now with 4 strikeouts. And Shiflett also has 4. First pitch, drops it in, strike 1. This is Zach Vorst now for the 2nd time. He hit a little pop-up into shallow right field his first time up, 0 for 1. And next pitch, swung on and missed. It's 0-2. And it looks like this is Zach Vorst's first ball game of the year. Is that? It's also true. So Coach Levin giving some guys an opportunity here for the first time this season. It's 0-2 to Vorst. Here's the pitch. Line shot, right field. That's trouble, and that's down. Base hit. First hit of the year for Zach Vorst. And the sophomore from Katy, Seven Lakes High School, is aboard. So that's the third hit of the night for the Roadrunners, and that'll bring up the 9-hitter, Harrison Boudreau, the center fielder.
Harrison Boudreau.
So Boudreau on the year, a 500 hitter, 1 for 2 so far. Listed as a redshirt freshman from Louisiana, you might expect. Check swing. Did not go, ball 1. 2 outs now with a runner aboard. And Vorst, third baseman by trade. Not sure we're going to see him do anything here with 2 outs. Very average lead over there. And there he goes. What do you know? Throw down to second and safe. Well, you lulled him to sleep, and he got a really good jump over there and steals second base. So nice job by Zach Vorst getting into scoring position with 2 outs. Pitch was called a ball. It's 2-0. So Angelina now trying to break through. Haven't had a whole lot of base runners, neither team. The Apaches have left 4 on. The Roadrunners have left 2 on, 1 in scoring position. Apaches have left 1 in scoring position as well, so neither team has had very many opportunities to score runs. Angelina now with a chance to break through here in the bottom of the 5th. Playing 9 tonight here in Angelina. Duke Jordan from the set position. A 3-0 pitch, a solid strike. 3-1. You have a nice crowd here tonight on a Monday evening. Temperature is very comfortable. Started the game at 72 degrees. I've dropped a little bit since then. 3-1 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and it's 3-2. We're down to 70 now, according to the Weather Channel. Humidity has actually risen since we started the ball game. Started out at 88, now it's 92%. So we kind of are in a low-lying area here where this ballpark sits. Here's the payoff pitch. Missed high, ball 4. And you can hear that Angelina dugout trying to make some noise down there. It's just that's the first walk of the night for Duke Jordan.
Brings up the second baseman, number 3, McCray Kendrick.
Well, top of the lineup now. That's going to bring a visit from Coach Rupenthal. And this is more than likely a just slow down the inning visit. Go out there and give Duke Jordan a little breather with 2 on and 2 outs. Jordan, his pitch count, very manageable right now. He's started the inning at 47. See if we can get that updated for you here. .64 now for Jordan. He's thrown 17 this inning. McCray Kendrick has flown out to right field and struck out looking. He's 0 for 2. And that's the play that Tate Whittington may have tweaked that hamstring. In foul territory. As the first batter of the first inning for Angelina. He's up there with a chance to give Angelina the lead. And now you're going to step inside from the left side and see if Boudreau's or Vorst actually thinking about stealing third here. Be a little surprised if that happens. 0-0 game. You're just trying to see if you can get that first run across the plate. First pitch. Going to show bunt. Interesting there. Well, with 2 outs and 2 on, Might be just trying to move the fielder a bit. See if Dalton Davis would bite on that fake bunt and free up third base to allow your runners to move up. Next pitch is fouled off on the fastball. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. And not sure that, I don't know. See if he turns him loose over there. Apache's doing kind of an average job of holding the runner. Ball missed high, 2-1. Two outs, 2 aboard. We're scoreless, bottom of the 5th. Pitchers duel tonight. The 2-1 to Kendrick. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Deuce is wild on the board. Here in the bottom of the 5th of a scoreless tie. Duke Jordan trying to wiggle out of a little trouble here. I think this might be the first time, first time all night that Roadrunners have had 2 on. Here's the 2-2. Off the fist, this is right back at the pitcher, and Jordan will squeeze it. We're out number 3. So a little pop-up to the pitcher off the bat of McCray Kendrick, and that ends the threat. We'll head to the 6th inning. We are still scoreless. Stay with us. We got a good one going here in Lufkin. 0-0. Welcome back to Lufkin, Texas. Top of the 6th inning. 2, 3, and 4 for the Apaches. Davis, Hood, and Hines scheduled to hit. They will face Drew Shiflett. Shiflett thrown 70 pitches through 5 innings. 44 of them for strikes. Apaches have left 4 on. Only 1 in scoring position. We are scoreless as we go to the 6th. Breaking pitch misses inside, ball 1. Well, eventually this is going to turn into a battle of the bullpens here. But so far the pitchers have been putting up donuts. Boy, kind of a halfway swing. This is a tough play at second. And he makes it on the run. That's McCray Kendrick with a nice play right there. 4-3 if you're scoring at the house, and there's 1 out here in the 6th inning.
Brings to the plate number 5, Heath Hood.
Heath Hood will bat now for the 3rd time tonight. Flew out to left field on a really nice play by Ryan Finke in the 1st, grounded out to short in the 3rd inning. look out. That ball hit him on the helmet. And Hood's fine. He's going to jog down to first, but he'll reach on a hit batter. Hit by pitch. And with one out, one on, here's Robert Hines.
Robert Hines.
So Hines will step in. His third at bat of the night. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. One looking and one swinging. First pitch is in there, strike one. Apache's no runs on 2 hits, no errors. Angelina, no runs on 3 hits, 1 error. We're playing here in the top of the 6th inning. This game has moved along pretty good clip. Wild pitch gets away from the catcher, Jacobs, and down to second goes Heath Hood. So wild pitch will move Hood to second with 1 out. And looking in for signs is Robert Hines. He has struggled tonight. He's 0 for 2, and that's going to bring a visit from Jeff Livin. Go out and have a chat with his starting pitcher, Drew Shiflett. And it doesn't look like we got any movement in the bullpen area, so just a settle down type of visit here. Started the inning with 69. Oh, wrong one. 70. So we're still young in the season here. These coaches trying to obviously get their starting pitchers with their sea legs under them as they get to conference play. Angelina still about 10 days away from that. So Hines will step in with a runner at second and 1 out. And the 1-1 pitch. Boy, that is a fastball, and he just missed it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good rip there by Hines. He has struggled a bit tonight, couple of strikeouts, but had a nice start to his season. Started the season with a .303 average, 10 for 33. He scored 9 runs, 3 doubles, and 2 homers. 9 RBI in the season in the first 11 games. And again, an inside move there, and nobody home to keep Hood accountable at second base. Shiflett from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And there's a good block by Jacobs that would save runner from moving over to third base. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Apache's trying to break a scoreless tie here in the top of the 6th inning. Coming into the inning, they had left 4 runners on. They only had 1 in scoring position. It's the 2nd time all night. Pop up right side. This is going to be Roblin at first base, and he missed it. That's a fair ball. Good, great. Ooh, I don't know about that. I guess it hit in front of the bag. It looked like it hit really close. Man, if that hits the bag, it's certainly a fair ball. And Roblin just missed it. So see if you can take advantage of that right there. Get a second chance at doing something here. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Hines. Shiflett from the stretch. The 2-2. Boy, another good block by Jacobs. Saves the runner from moving to third base. And it's a full count. And the walk's not going to kill you here. You got Mike Schrabb on deck. Schrabb on the year, a .280 hitter. Hines 303. Schrabb's got 8 RBI, so both of them have been productive in the RBI column. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Wouldn't surprise to see a breaking pitch here. Comes to the fastball and fouls it into the right field corner, and Roblin going out there and slides but can't get there in time. And we'll do it again with a 3-2 count. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Neither team has been able to score. Neither team has had many base runners on all night. And we noted that for the Apaches. Let's see here. I guess this is the 3rd time all night they've had someone on in scoring position. Line shot foul. And we'll do it again. And here's the next payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. Boy, solid fastball. And Hines is down for the 3rd time tonight. The 2nd time he's been called out on strikes. And let's see here, just the 5th strikeout of the night.
Brings up number 11, Michael Schraub.
For Drew Shiflett, but it comes at a huge time. Now with 2 outs, here's Mike Schraub. Schraub reached on an error by Thornhill at short, struck out swinging back in the 4th inning, 0 for 2. Breaking pitch, another good job by Ethan Jacobs. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. We got 2 out. And Heath Hood out at second base. We are scoreless here at top of the 6th. Playing 9 tonight. 1-0 pitch, that's going to miss low and away. 2-0. Well, you got a base open. Schraub is up there. Ty Eli waits on deck. Eli just a 227 hitter. And as we noted a moment ago, Schraub 280 with 8 RBI. Big swing and a miss. So still seems to have some life on the fastball, and it's 2-1. Shiflett has his sign. And he'll show that inside move there. Well, he already picked the guy off doing that. Got Ren Reynolds last inning with 1 out. Reynolds had to hit a double, and first pitch picked him off. That same move. 2-1 pitch, called a strike. That's as far as we've seen outside tonight. Got the call, and it's 2-2. 2 outs. Apaches with runner at second. Base runners have been hard to come by tonight, and nobody's scored any runs. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Off the hands and into the net over the Angelina dugout. Angelina in that first base dugout here at the ballpark, and the Apaches in the third base dugout. A lot of foul territory in the ball in this particular stadium. Shiflett has his sign. Here's the pitch. Line shot, left field corner, but curving foul. And good job there by Schraub all over that breaking pitch, but could not keep it fair. We'll do it again. Well, Looks like the Apaches got some activity in their bullpen. Not sure Angelina does. Here's the 2-2. High pop-up, a lot of foul territory, but looks like Vorse is going to run out of room over there. And we'll do it again. Pesky at bat right here from your 5-hitter, Mike Schrabb. He is making Shiflett work and adding up the pitches. Unofficially now at 90 pitches. Gotta believe he's getting close to his limit. Here's the 2-2. There goes the runner, swing and a miss, and that's the end of the inning. So Shiflett does a nice job of striking out Hines and Schrabb to get out of trouble. And that's strikeout number 6 for Drew Shiflett. And another 0 on the board. Nothing but zeros in the run column. We'll head to the bottom half of inning number 6. Back in just a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. All right, the Apaches go to their bullpen for the first time tonight. And the new pitcher for Tyler is Gabe Craig. So you can close the book on Duke Jordan. What a job he did. Puts up 5 zeros and gives up just 3 hits to Angelina College. He'll give way to Gabe Craig, the freshman from Tyler. 6'5" and 190 is Gabe Craig. And for Gabe Craig, let's just peek at his numbers here. Craig, his outing, it's his 4th outing of the year. He's thrown 6 innings, struck out 10 and walked 0. ERA of 1.50. First pitch misses, ball 1. In 6 innings, Craig has given up 3 hits, 1 run. It is earned. And again, 10 punch outs in those 6 innings. No walks. 1-0 pitch. Misses outside, 2-0. This is Eric Warden now. He's got 2 of the 3 Angelina hits. A double to center in the first inning and a single to left in the 4th. Craig from the stretch. Pop up, and in the infield, this is going to be Sanchez at short. He'll snag it for out number 1. Well, these pitchers have put on a show tonight. 5 hits between both teams, and we're in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Brings up the right fielder, number 9, Jojo Munoz.
Here's Jojo Munoz now for the 3rd time tonight. Struck out swinging in the first. He popped up a bunt his last time up. So Munoz 0 for 2 on on the evening. First pitch swung on and missed, strike one. 5 of 17 is Munoz. A couple of runs scored, a double, and a 294 average coming into the ball game. And that is tops on the club. No, that's not true. Boudreaux was 1 for 2. He had a 500 average coming in. Limited plate appearances. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. Nobody aboard the pitch. Just does get the hands through to foul it off. Back off to the left side behind us. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 0-2-0 for the Apaches, 0-3-1 for the Angelina Roadrunners in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the 1-2. Off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, Angelina has left 4 on base and just 2 in scoring position. So the opportunities for either of these teams has been very limited. Curious to see, well, they do have some activity now in that bullpen for Angelina. Goes down and tries to golf one just to stay alive, and he does. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got a left-hander tossing in that bullpen for the Roadrunners. So we may have seen the last of Drew Shiflett. Shiflett has thrown 91 pitches. 57 of them for strikes. The 2-2. Little tapper foul on the first base side. Trickles over the Angelina dugout. Well, this game started right on time at 5 o'clock. Right now it's 6:41. Another tapper foul down the fence line here, first base side. So an hour and 41 in, and we're in the 6th inning. Craig from the stretch. 1 out, nobody aboard. Time call. That was pretty late there. Mr. Umpire grants it. Gabe Craig likes to set with his hands right at the waist. And, ooh, just got a piece of it. Kind of flipped his hands out there. Munoz just did foul that ball off, and it bounced out of Schrabb's glove. So we'll do it again with a 2-2 count. Craig, the 6'5" right-handed freshman. The pitch. Another good fastball in on the hands, and Munoz fights it off. Here's the next 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. First strikeout for Craig. And 5th strikeout for Tyler pitching tonight. There are 2 away.
The first baseman, number 10, Dalton Roblin.
Here's Dalton Roblin. Struck out swinging in the 1st. Popped up to the 3rd baseman in the 4th. He's 0 for 2. First pitch misses. And it's 1 ball. Swinging a foul tip, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoreless here, 2 outs, bottom of 6. And a pitching and defensive type of ball game tonight. Duke Jordan, 5 complete innings. 69 pitches for the freshman from right here in Lufkin. Got to be happy with posting a bunch of zeros. And now it's Gabe Craig trying to put another one up there. Roblin trying to get something going with 2 outs for the Roadrunners. Roadrunners were supposed to play tomorrow. That game has been postponed. We got some weather moving in. We're supposed to play the Galveston Whitecaps. Their next games are this weekend against Houston Community College. Here's the 2-1. Just missed inside. 3-1. Then next Monday, they're at Temple College. 2 o'clock start next Monday. That's a week from today. And then conference starts next Thursday for the Angelina Roadrunners. They are at Northeast on Thursday, and then a double dip here. Swing and a miss. 3-2. So the Eagles come to town on Thursday the 27th, and then Angelina will travel up to Mount Pleasant on the 29th. That's Saturday. Conference play just about 10 days away for this Angelina squad. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Popped out of play. We'll do it again. As we noted, Gabe Craig has not walked a batter this year. And a 3-2 count. You got to believe he's going to continue to pound that zone. Started the night with 6 innings pitched, 10 strikeouts, no walks. The pitch. There's a grounder up the middle. You can't make the play. A diving effort by Cade Sanchez, and it just trickled under his glove. So a 2-out single for Roblin will keep the inning alive.
Thornhill.
And we'll see if you wouldn't think the first baseman over there is going to steal second. So with 2 outs, Sawyer Thornhill, the shortstop, steps in. He lined out to right field, grounded out to short. 0 for 2 is Thornhill. Breaking pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. We're at the 5 spot in the Angelina lineup. Heard Coach Livin talking on the pregame that Roadrunners have struggled to find some offense so far this season. Here's the 1-0. In there for a strike. It's 1-1. They split a doubleheader against Blinn in the opening ball games, and from that point, they have not been able to get back in the win column. They have played a challenging schedule. Blinn, Galveston, and McLennan among them. Fly ball out of play on the left field line. It's 1-2. Squad about equal. Freshman, sophomore. 17 freshmen, 16 sophomores on the Angelina roster. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, the pitch. Little looper, and this is going to be caught by Sanchez to end the inning. So a little bit of a L6 there. And that will end the 6th inning. And we are still scoreless as we go to the 7th inning. No runs on 2 hits for Tyler. No runs on 4 hits for the Roadrunners from Angelina College. Back in just a minute. You're watching Tyler Baseball on ApacheAthletics.com. Welcome back to Lufkin, Texas, as we go to the 7th inning. We are in a scoreless tie. Drew Shiflett is back on the hill for the Roadrunners. 91 pitches for Shiflett. They have switched their left fielder. Dylan Bourgeois is now in left field. The freshman from Cy Woods. And stepping in for the Apaches, 6, 7, and 8. This is Ty Eli. Look out. High and tight, ball one. Eli, Williams, and Sanchez scheduled to hit. And it's just been nothing but zeros on the scoreboard. 6 hits between two teams in the first 6 innings. 2 for Tyler, 4 for Angelina. That's a strike. It's 1-1 to Ty Eli. It's been Shiflett's game from the start, closing in on 100 pitches. Still got life on the fastball. And it's 1-2. Oh. Okay, so this is not Eli. And that's Miguel Vega just took a 3rd strike. So Vega was the pinch hitter. Did not realize that. Thank you for pointing that out. And Vega, the pinch hitter, will take a 3rd strike. And strikeout number 7 for Shiflett. So Eli now out of the ball game as the DH. Here's Alec Williams for the 3rd time. He came in the 1st inning, or actually the 2nd inning, I guess, after the starter in right field, Tate Whittington, evidently tweaked a hamstring running after a foul ball. He made the catch, but did not stay in the game, and it's been Williams out there from the start. Shows bunt, and he went after it. It's 1-1. Williams has walked and grounded to short. His grounded to short was a really nice play by Sawyer Thornhill back behind the bag. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch. Called a strike. And it's 1-2. We're still not 2 hours in yet, and we're in the 7th inning. The pitch. There's a little tapper to short. Thornhill, big hop, throws across. Got him. Got the little cherry hop right up to him there. And there's 2 up and 2 down here in the 7th. And now it's shortstop Cade Sanchez. 0 for 2. Grounded out to short. Lined out to center field. Well, if you're a pitcher, you're going to love this game. If you're a hitter, not so much. First pitch. That's going to miss high. 1 ball, no strikes. We're at the 8th spot in the Tyler lineup. Sanchez at the plate. Ren Reynolds in the on-deck circle for the Apaches. 3rd time through the order for Tyler. This is low. He did have a left-hander tossing, and he's still tossing, so maybe this will be the last inning for Drew Shiflett, but what a great job he's done, scattering just 2 hits in there for a strike. A 2-hit shutout by Shiflett. Pop up center field. This should end the inning. Boudreau drifts over, and now it's Bourgeois taking command of that one. That'll go F7, and that'll end the inning. It's a 1-2-3 7th for Tyler, and we'll head to the bottom half of inning number 7. It's time to stretch it out at the house. 7th inning stretch time. Back in a minute on ApacheAthletics.com. Welcome back to Lufkin, Texas. Dr. John Groth with you on the play-by-play. 7th inning stretch time. I got to get up and stretch it out myself.
Leading off for Angelina, the catcher, number 15.
The catcher will lead it off. 6, 7, and 8. This is Ethan Jacobs for the 3rd time tonight. Popped up to 3rd, grounded out to short. Boy, a lot of zeros across that scoreboard. Just 6 hits on the night, 1 error. And shows bunt. Yes, he did. Called a strike. So Jacobs 0-1. Dylan Bourgeois should be next for the Roadrunners. Waits in the on-deck circle. He'll get his first plate appearance of the evening. Started at 72 degrees, now down to 70. So kind of a balmy, very humid night. The humidity actually has risen since we started. So not getting any fog here, but I bet this fog can roll into this ballpark from time to time. 1-1 pitch. Off the glove, it's 2-1. You guys ever seen fog out here? Yeah, I can see that. Kind of a low-lying area, and I think we're going to be okay tonight. But I can see where this ballpark kind of sits in a little bowl area. 2-1 pitch, high chopper foul down the 3rd base line, and the count's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, this is the first time I've ever called a game from here. We used to play Angelina every year when we were in the conference with them. That ballpark was across the street. It's now a nursing center, or nursing buildings. High chopper, actually that's a little looper, excuse me. Base hit to center, and the Angelina Roadrunners, for just the 2nd time tonight, have their leadoff batter aboard.
Number 17, the left fielder, Dylan Bourgeois.
Well, now it becomes a little bit of a cat and mouse between Jeff Livin and Doug Wren, as you got to believe Bourgeois is going to be looking to move the runner here. With nobody out in a tie game in the 7th. And Bourgeois, 3 for 14 on the year. That's 214 average. He's got a run scored. He does have 1 RBI. And he went after the ball and missed it. Strike 1. Gabe Craig on in relief through 24 pitches in his first inning of work, 16 of them for strikes. And he's continued to just pound that zone. 6'5" freshman from Tyler. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And through the 5-hole. Wow. And he must have, if he's crossed him up. Boy, I don't know. I guess I'm going to give him a pass ball there. That's a tough pass ball, but that ball did not get to the. And seems like an obvious cross up there. Schrabb ran out and talked to Craig to try to get their signal straight. Now you got a runner at 2nd, so now you got different signs as well. But Angelina, in the meantime, has the go-ahead run in scoring position with nobody out, so got to believe you're going to lay one down here, don't you? 1-1 count. The pitch. Not looking to square, and it's called a strike. Now there's 2 strikes. A little surprised. Didn't lay one down. Bourgeois has also been on the bench all night, so that's a tough enough thing to come off the bench and kind of find a rhythm at the plate. But now you're looking for a quality at bat to just move the runner to 3rd. 1-2 count. Nobody out. The pitch. Popped out of play. Off to our left. We'll do it again with a 1-2 count. Gabe Craig on the mound for the Apaches. Apaches 7-4 on the year. Ranked number 1 in the NJCAA Division III poll at the moment. That next poll, I think, will come out tomorrow, and I think they'll probably hang tough after taking 2 of 3 from Clarendon. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. So Bourgeois, a strikeout victim. That's the second strikeout for Craig, sixth strikeout for Tyler pitching. That's a big strikeout right there.
Third baseman, number 33, Zach Vorst.
Here's Zach Vorst. So what you're going to do, I guess, is you're going to hope that Bourgeois, Vorst, or Boudreau drives this go-ahead run in here in the seventh. Runners at second have been a commodity tonight. Angelina, this is the third time all night they've had a runner there, and Tyler the same. We're in the seventh inning. The pitch. A good block at home plate by Schrab. And that won't be in the box score, but that's a huge block right there. You get that runner to the third with one out. Totally changes the inning. How valuable is a catcher that can block that breaking pitch? Pitcher's not afraid to let it fly and know that his guy's going to block it for him. Otherwise, he leaves it up and base hit, and it's a run. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Drops it right over the heart of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kind of working backwards there. Forrest might have been looking for the fastball. It's another big at-bat right here for Gabe Craig. Tyler infield playing pretty normal depth here. Ground ball up the middle off of Craig's leg. He'll pick it up and throw to first, and the tag's applied as it pulled Hines off the bag. So you probably want to make sure that old Gabe Craig's okay. That looked like it went off his backside, either his thigh or his rear end. And you are going to get both coaches to walk out there and make sure that he's okay. Mr. Umpire is going to go out and mediate the meeting on the mound here as Jacobs goes over to third base on the play. It'll be scored 1-3. So now, for the first time tonight, the Roadrunners with a runner at third base. And the Apaches have not gotten a runner to third base. Don't think. They tried to steal third.
Number 13, Harrison Boudreau.
Yeah, I don't. This is the first time that anyone's been to third all night, I believe. So it seems like there was one other time. Scorebook's not showing it, but 2 outs with a runner 90 feet away. We're in a scoreless tie in the seventh. First pitch misses, ball 1. The 9-hitter, Harrison Boudreau, grounded out to first base and walked. He's 0 for 1. On the year, Boudreau came into the ballgame 1 for 2. So his average was 500. Now it's 333. He's 1 for 3. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Going to show bunt, pull back, ball 2. Well, you got 2 bases open, so I got to believe this is the guy you probably want to go at. McCray Kendrick waiting on deck, and he'll turn it around and bat from the left side. So you want to go right on right here. I think Craig's going to pump a strike right here. Ball gets away almost. Good hustle right there, and now you throw it away and play at the plate, and there's a run. Well, Mike Schrab flipped it toward home plate thinking that Jacobs was coming. He was not coming. So it was an ill-advised toss by Schrab to the pitcher, Gabe Craig, and that's going to be an error on the catcher, Schrab. And a run will come home. It's a wild pitch, and I guess you're not going to assess well, I guess you would, because the wild pitch did not score the runner. The errant throw is what scored the run. So the run will score on the E2. It will not score on the wild pitch because the runner was not coming, and that's going to be all for Gabe Craig. So we'll have a pitching change. We'll let you know who the new arm is when we return. Angelina has just scored the first run of the game here in the bottom of the seventh on an errant flip from Mike Schrabb to Gabe Craig. Back in a minute. All right, the new pitcher is Zach Williams, the freshman out of College Station, 6'1" and 200 pounds. And he'll take over for Gabe Craig with 2 outs and a 3-0 count on Harrison Boudreau. Well, a wild pitch that snuck away from Schrabb at the plate. He kind of hurt himself when he really didn't need to, and his toss back to Craig got away. And while that happened, Ethan Jacobs realized he had a chance to scamper home, and he did. And so it's 1-0 Angelina. It's 3-1 now to Harrison Boudreau, the 9-hitter. So some mistakes by the Apaches have opened the door here, and they are now trailing this game 1-0. And it's a 2-out walk to Boudreau.
Brings up the second baseman, number 3, McCray Kendrick.
That's just the second walk of the ball game for Tyler pitching. Close the book on Gabe Craig now. He throws 40 pitches, 25 of them strikes. And he would be in line for the loss here if the Apaches can't come back. And back to the top we go. This is McCray Kendrick. First pitch off the plate, ball 1. Left-handed batting second baseman, 0 for 3 tonight. Angelina trying to add to a 1-0 lead. They just scored a moment ago on a toss that got away from Mike Schrabb at home plate. Fouled straight back on the fastball. It's 1-1. So after a really good night of pitching and defense, a leadoff single, a pass ball that got Jacobs to second, a comebacker that got him to third, and then an errant throw after a wild pitch by Schrabb. And the runner goes, no shot. The breaking pitch took him way out of position to make a throw. So Boudreau steals second, and now the Roadrunners trying to add to that 1-0 lead. They put another runner in scoring position. Angelina now 1 run on 5 hits, 1 error, and Tyler no runs on 2 hits. They now have an error. Williams going to step off. We're at the top of the Angelina lineup for the 4th time tonight. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's going to miss, and it's 3-1. the DH, Eric Warden, waits on deck. He's 2 for 3 tonight. He's got 2 of the 5 Roadrunner hits. The 3-1. Solid strike. It's 3-2. Roadrunners trying to shake off a 7-game losing streak tonight. Won their opener against Blinn, split a doubleheader. And now time called as Schrabb goes out and has a chat with Williams. Yeah, the opener was a 2-0 win over the Blinn Buccaneers. And they've had some close ones. They lost 4-2 to Blinn. And that was here in Lufkin. They lost to McLennan, a couple of double headers. And they lost a doubleheader to Galveston. Tapper to short, and Sanchez with a 2-man umpiring crew. I don't know. The first baseman, Hines, acted like he got the runner going by, but they're going to probably ask the home plate umpire if he saw anything different. I don't know how you change this, as that's going to be an error on a shortstop. Good throw would have had him. Kendrick is aboard on the E6, so a couple of miscues here opening the door for Angelina. And they're going to keep him at first base. No surprise there. So Boudreau over to third base. Kendrick at first, and now Warden at the plate looking for his 3rd hit of the night. Double to center his first time up, a single to left in the 4th. He popped up to short last time up. And you got to believe that Coach Livin may turn McCray Kendrick loose here. And we'll see how he wants to play it. Time called now as Williams steps off. 1-0 Angelina. We're in the bottom of the 7th of a 9-inning game. Williams from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's going to miss low. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, the one thing that you may not turn him loose is he got a huge hole over there. And he's going to go delay. A little delay steal and catches an Apache's napping. Well, you wondered if they were going to move him over, and they do. Albeit by the delay steal. The Apaches might have let him go anyways, but now you got 2 runners in scoring position. A single going to make it a 3-0 game. Swing and a miss. Good breaking pitch there. It's 1-2 on DH Eric Warden. Jojo Munoz waits on deck with the Roadrunners. This is Zach Williams from the stretch. The pitch. Ball's well hit to left field. Heath Hood's got room, makes the catch for the final out. But the Roadrunners get 1 run on 1 hit. They leave 2 guys on, and we have a new score. We have a score. We'll go to the 8th inning. It's now Angelina 1, Tyler 0. All right, Coach Livin has finally gone to his bullpen. What a great outing by the starter, Drew Shiflett. He goes 7 complete, throws 103 pitches. A 2-hit shutout for Shiflett, and taking over is the freshman from Texarkana Pleasant Grove, 6-foot lefty, Ryan Galvin. So Galvin will take over here in the 8th inning. This is his 3rd appearance of the season. He's thrown 1 2/3 innings. Has not given up an earned run. He's given up 2 hits. He's walked 1 and struck out 1. First pitch, that ball's well hit, high and deep, but foul, and it'll get out of play. So, just like that, old Forrest Gump tried to tie it up. Ben Reynolds takes a pretty good rip at the first pitch he saw from Galvin and fouls it off. Apaches with just 2 hits on the night. Boy, good breaking pitch in the dirt. Reynolds now in a hole, 0-2. A double by Reynolds is one of the hits. And I'm looking for the other one. One ball, 2 strikes. Oh, there it is. Jacob Johnson, a single to left back in the 3rd inning. So 2 hits on the night. What a nice job by the sophomore from Woden, Drew Shiflett. Here's the 1-2. And Reynolds holds up. And it's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 Angelina. A single run on an errant throw by Mike Schrabb. Back to Gabe Craig at home plate. Allowed the runner, Ethan Jacobs, to come home. Fly ball pretty well hit the center. This is Boudreaux. Got room and makes the play. 1 out. So back to the top we go for the 4th time in the Tyler lineup. Jacob Johnson, 1 for 3 on the night.
Number 17, Jacob Johnson.
He has one of the 2 hits. So these 2 guys, 9 and 1, only guys in the lineup tonight to get a base hit. Johnson, that single to left back in the 3rd inning. And what's interesting is both base runners that reached by a hit got picked off. First pitch swing, and he fouls it straight back. It's 0-1. Johnson singled to left and got picked off of first base on a 3-2 count. Or no, it was a 3-1 pitch. He had taken a step towards second and then dove back and get picked off of first base. Reynolds doubled in the 5th. He got picked off second base. Boy, nice breaking pitch right there. And it's 0-2 on Jacob Johnson. So if you're a pitching coach for either one of these squads, you got to be happy tonight. Pitching staffs have limited the hitters to just 7 hits. And we're in the top of the 8th inning. 2 for Tyler, 5 for Angelina. Little tapper to second. This is going to be Kendrick. And there's 2 away. 4-3 if you're scoring at the house. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Dalton Davis. Davis 0 for 2 with a walk. The other thing that both pitching staffs have done a really nice job at doing is limiting the base runners. There's only been a couple of walks by either pitching staff. Both teams now in the bullpen. Unofficially, I've got Shiflett with just 3 walks. And the Tyler pitchers, I think they've just walked 2. So very limited base runners tonight by both teams. Credit to the pitching staff. The 1-0 pitch. Fouls it straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dalton Davis looking for his first hit of the night. Trying to get something going for the Apaches. Trail it 1-0 in the 8th. Missed low. 2 balls and a strike. Well, the way this game's going, this might be the last time through the meat of the lineup for the Apaches. So Davis and Hood and Hines and Schrabb have been doing a lot of the heavy lifting so far this year. 2-1. off the plate, 3-1. Left-handed freshman from Texarkana, Pleasant Grove High School, Ryan Galvan, trying to work a perfect 8th inning. That ball's well hit into the gap, and that's going to go all the way to the fence. And you got a sniper at first base, and he'll get up and go to second base. Dalton Davis tripped over the bag, and he'll get into second base without issue. And that will keep the hopes alive in this inning for the Apaches. And I think they're going to, well, I don't know.
Brings the plate number 5, Heath Hood.
Well, with 2 outs, here is Heath Hood. And Hood flew out to left field his first time up, grounded out to short, and got hit by a pitch. So Hood trying to get the Apaches on the scoreboard and tie this game. And they're going to appeal the runner at first base. And I thought they might do that. I saw Roblin pointing to the bag, and you could see Dalton Davis kind of chop his steps, but I mean, to the naked eye, it looked like he tripped over the bag, so umpire calls him safe. Runner at second with 2 away. Now it's Hood's opportunity for the Apaches. Had rare opportunities with runners in scoring position all night. First pitch is in there, strike 1. Heath Hood on the year, 364. Does have 6 RBIs in the first 11 games. Got 3 doubles. Ryan Galvan from the stretch, the 0-1. Off the fist, tough play at second. Nicely done there, and that'll end the inning. Nicely done by McCray Kendrick to end the inning. He had to scoot way to his left side, and he gloved it, made a strong throw, and that'll do it. So a 2-out double by Davis is stranded, and the Roadrunners 3 outs from a victory. And the Apaches have yet to score a run on just 3 hits on the night. And we're going to stay with, looks like Zach Williams going back out there. So bottom of the 8th coming up. It's 1-0 Angelina. Three, 4, and 5 for Angelina. As we go to the bottom of the 8th, we now have a score as the Roadrunners scored a single run back in the 7th inning. And it was a manufactured run, boy. It was a single to center, a pass ball, a comebacker, and then an errant throw to the plate that allowed the runner to scamper home. First pitch swing, and that's driven to center, but right at Johnson in center for the first out of the inning. So Munoz is out on the L8.
Number 10, Dalton.
Here's Dalton Roblin. Roblin has 1 of those 5 hits. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Struck out in the first, popped up to third in the 4th inning, and a single to center his last time up. This is Zach Williams back on the mound for the Apaches. First pitch fastball fouls it straight back. It's 0-1. as we noted, the Apaches in the middle of a long road trip, if you will. That's ball's going to get away. 1-1 on Roblin. Travel to Oklahoma this weekend. 3-game series against Murray State and Dallas Christian next week on Wednesday doubleheader. And then they go to Cisco, and they'll play a split doubleheader between Cisco and New Mexico Military. Then it's over to ETBU to play their JV squad on the 4th of March, and then the next home game is the weekend of the 6th and 7th. There's a ground ball to second. Reynolds throws him out, and there's 2 away. So 2 up and 2 down in the 8th. Here's Sawyer Thornhill now for the 4th time tonight. Lined out to right, grounded out to short, and a little looper to short his last time. I'm 0 for 3. The Apaches' next home game is Saturday the 6th. They play a single game on Saturday, doubleheader on Sunday against the Joliet Wolves. Joliet, Illinois. They come down to Tyler. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that the Wolves are going to play the Roadrunners on that swing down here on that Monday. Yep, sure. Monday the 9th. Angelina plays Joliet. So the Wolves will play Tyler on Saturday and Sunday, and they'll come down here and play Angelina on that Monday. First pitch misses. It's ball 1 to Sawyer Thornhill. Two outs, nobody aboard. Zach Williams working a perfect 8th inning so far. Misses there, it's 2-0. Well, this game has been well pitched by both sides. We've seen 5 pitchers. Duke Jordan was the starter. He went 5 complete through 69 pitches. Then it was Gabe Craig, and now Zach Williams for the Apaches. Outside corner, called a strike. It's 2-1. For the Angelina Roadrunners, Drew Shiflett, what a great job he did in the starting role tonight. He went 7 complete through 103 pitches. And Ryan Galvin came on in the 8th. We'll see if he goes back out for the 9th or if they, I don't know if that's him back there in the bullpen. They got a lefty throwing. I think that might be him. And ran down there to get some more tosses. 2 balls, 2 strikes, left-handed batting shortstop, Sawyer Thornhill. Thornhill, the sophomore from Huntington. And a tapper to first base and an easy play over there for Robert Hines, and that'll do it. It's a 3 up, 3 down, 8th inning for Angelina. And here you go, Apache fans. You need 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead. We're going to the 9th. It's Angelina 1, Tyler 0. All right, welcome back to Lufkin, Texas. We're on the campus of Angelina College. Dr. John Groth with you. Top of the 9th inning, 1-0. The Roadrunners lead it. And Ryan Galvan back on the mound for Angelina. Big shout out to my press box crew up here. Wes King doing the stats to my right. Scoreboard operators Lucas Cardenas and Mo Oliver on the PA tonight, doing a great job calling out those names.
Leading off for Tyler, number 20, Robert Hines.
Robert Hines will lead it off, 4, 5, and 6. You need a run to keep this thing going. Apaches have won 6 of their last 7 ball games, and they need a base runner. Galvan is going to go from the windup. The first pitch swung on and missed, strike 1. So shout out to those guys, Wes and Lucas and Mo. Help me out up here in the press box. I mean, we're at the Larry Phillips Family Sports Center complex here on Angelina's campus. And Mr. Phillips was by my side here for most of tonight's ball game. Enjoyed visiting with him off and on all night. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hines, Schrabb, and then it would be Miguel Vega for the Apaches. Vega pinch hit for Ty Eli back in the 7th inning. We're in the 9th. It's 1-0 Angelina. The pitch. Ground ball, third base side, backhanded by Vorst. He'll throw across, and he got him. Nice play over there by Zach Vorst. There's 1 away. 5-3 if you're scoring at the house. Vorst had to back up, take that on the big hop, and had to make a strong throw and did so. So here is Mike Schrabb. Schrabb is 0 for 3, reached on an error by Thornhill at short back in the 2nd inning. Couple of strikeouts to go with the reach on error. He's 0 for 3. Ryan Galvan, 6-foot left-hander from Texarkana Pleasant Grove, trying to close it out for the Roadrunners. First pitch misses low, ball 1. Tyler, no runs on 3 hits, 1 error. Angelina, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. Galvan, here's the 1-0. Big swing and a miss. It's 1-1. And it will be Miguel Vega for his 2nd plate appearance in the on-deck circle for the Apaches. 1-1 pitch, high left field. This has got a chance. Going back and to the wall and out of here. Mike Schrabb ties it up with a solo home run in the 9th inning. And we are tied at 1. Well, Finke went back. Actually, it's Bourgeois in left. He went back to the wall, and you thought he might have a chance, and it carried out of here. And with authority, he steps on home plate. Mike Schrabb's the guy who made the throwing error that gave up the run. And he's the guy that ties the game here in the 9th.
Now batting number 42, Miguel Vega.
Well, here's the big fella, Miguel Vega. So a solo home run has this game tied. We might get some free baseball tonight. First pitch in there. No, it isn't. Ball 1. Vega struck out looking in his only at bat tonight. On the year, Vega 214 average. That ball's in there for a strike. 1-1. He is 6 out of 28, 4 runs scored, 3 doubles, 2 triples for the big fella, 6 RBI. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. It's 1-2. 1 out, nobody aboard after the solo home run. And that Tyler dugout erupted as that ball cleared the fence. The 1-2. Ground ball foul towards Zach Gardner. He'll make the play over there. Coach in third, Tyler Abney down at first base for the Apaches. Looks like Abney's gone to the hoodie here in the late going. Gardner still with the short sleeve pullover on. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ryan Galvan. The windup, the pitch. Little tapper to the third. This is going to be Vorst again. He'll throw across, and he got him. So another 5-3 if you're scoring at the house. 2 outs. And this will be the right fielder, Alec Williams, for the 4th time tonight. A walk and a couple of grounders to short. Williams is 0 for 2.
Williams.
Williams 1 out of 16 for the season, 0-63 coming into the ball game. The pitch. Misses low and in, ball 1. We're tied at 1 in the 9th. A solo homer off the bat of Mike Schrabb. The pitch. Off the hands, tough play here at second for Kendrick. You got to hurry, and you're not going to get him. Ball gets away, and Williams will go to second base, and he's safe. I don't know. I think he had it beat. I'm not sure about that, but definitely going to second on an error. So the Apaches have a runner in scoring position with 2 away. And here's Cade Sanchez, 0 for 3. Grounded out to short, lined out to center, flew out to left. Well, now you're a 16 hopper away from taking the lead. Got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs in the 9th. What a turn of events here in the 9th. The Apaches down to the last 2 outs. Schrabb hits a towering fly ball out of here and left, ties it up, and now it's Williams at second with 2 outs. Galvan, a long delay here in the stretch and time called. Kind of put the runner in a freeze position. And that Tyler dugout making some noise. Sanchez, the 8th batter in the Tyler lineup. Ryan Galvan, the freshman out of Texarkana. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. Pretty good swing right there and a fastball, and it's 0-1. 1-4-1 for Tyler, 1-5-2 for the Roadrunners from Angelina. In the top of the 9th, Apaches have just gotten a solo home run to tie it. Boy, good change up there. And it's no balls and 2 strikes on shortstop Cade Sanchez. Got to battle here if you're Sanchez. Got to believe you're going to see a wealth of off-speed pitches here. Galvan from the stretch. He does throw a fastball. Sanchez pops it up out of play. Well, now you got to protect the plate. You probably a little surprised he went to the fastball there. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Galvan the pitch. There goes the runner. And safe at third, not close. Vorst was playing way off the bag, had no shot. As now 90 feet away is Alec Williams. And now you're a wild pitch or a pass ball away from taking the lead here in the 9th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. The ball gets away. You throw it to first. Let's see. They throw it, and boy, close at first base. Never a dull moment here at the ballpark. Sanchez is a strikeout victim, and a nice job by Ethan Jacobs to stay with that, clear the runner, and make the throw to first to end the inning. But the Apaches get 1 run on 1 hit. They leave a runner on, and we have a new score from Angelina. Tyler 1 and the Roadrunners 1. We go to the bottom of the 9th. All right, you got a new Tyler pitcher on the mound. McCray Wiest will take over for Zach Williams. Williams ends up throwing 21 pitches. And this is McCray Wiest now for the Apaches. A freshman right-hander, 6'5", 195. McCray Wiest is from Plano, Prestonwood Christian. Boy, little looper out to short, and you got to get rid of it quick, and Sanchez does for out number 1. So 6-3 if you're scoring at the house, and Ethan Jacobs is the first out of the inning. So Wiest gets the first runner, or batter, excuse me. And now this is the 7 spot. Dylan Bourgeois struck out swinging in his only plate appearance tonight. Came on and got that first plate appearance of the night in the 7th. We're in the 9th. It's 1-1. Big breaking pitch, strike 1. Wiest 6'5", 195 out of Prestonwood Christian Academy, Plano. 1 out, nobody aboard. We're tied at 1 in the 9th. Drops that curveball right over the heart of the plate, and it's 0-2. I'm running out of room on my score sheet. Just off the plate, not by much. 1-2. Zach Vorst waits on deck for Angelina. Tied at 1 in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So much for a quick game, right? 2-2. Misses inside, and it's a full count. We were moving right along through like 6 innings, and the pace of the game has slowed a good bit. We started at 5 on the button, and it's now 7:45, so someone's pushing 3 hours, no matter which way you look at it. Here's the payoff pitch from Wiest. Boy, fastball and just missed it. Bourgeois fouls it straight back into the net. 1-4-1 for Tyler. 1-5-2 for the Roadrunners from Angelina. Just a couple of miscues, really, by both squads. The solo homer saved the day for the Apaches in the 9th. There's a looping liner into center, base hit. So Bourgeois with his first hit of the night. And Angelina now with the game winner on first base with only 1 away.
Third baseman, number 33.
Here's Zach Vorst. Vorst does have a hit tonight. He's 1 for 3, single to right field back in the 5th inning. Well, you wonder now, will Coach Livin try to get Bourgeois over there to second? Let him steal? Might try to see what kind of delivery Wiest has got. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, could be 2. Nope. Reynolds will have to pick it, and he can't make the play. It's going to be an error by Ren Reynolds. That was a tough play. It was a chopper that barely got over the head of McCray Wiest. And Ren Reynolds came in and had to make a tough play. I don't know how they're going to score that, but I'm going to score an error in my book. First and second, only 1 out, and Coach Ruppenthal, maybe the slowest walk of the season, out to the mound. And he just wants to settle down McCray Wiest just a bit here. You're still just 1 pitch away from this inning being over. You're at the 9 spot in the Roadrunner lineup. Harrison Boudreau, 0 for 1 with 2 walks. And boy, you love to play in these competitive games early in the season. Try to get some of these new guys some experience with some high leverage type at bats and plays in the field, at bats at the plate. And now umpires are comparing notes on how many visits have been made by the coaches and players here. Whenever the catcher goes out, they got to write that down now too. So they got together, and I think now they're telling Coach Livin how many visits that Tyler has made to try to make sure everyone's on the same page. Well, you got a chance to be the hero here. This is Harrison Boudreau for the 4th time tonight. 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. Boudreau came into the ballgame batting .500, 1 for 2. First pitch off the plate, ball 1. You're at the 9 spot in the Angelina lineup. Neither team has just pounded the ball tonight. It's been a pitching and defense type of night. McCray Wiest from the stretch. Here's the 1-0. Runner going, ground ball, and it hit the runner. Or did it? They're going to send him home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline, and that's a game-winning walk-off single by Harrison Boudreau. And I thought the ball hit the runner. And Coach Wren's going to ask the same question. And they're going to talk it over here. I thought it hit the runner, and Coach Livin is waiting to join the celebration because I think they're going to talk it over. I don't think they're going to change his call. That was an absolute bullet, and I thought it went off the run. The runner jumped up. The runner at second was Bourgeois. He jumped up to try to avoid the ball, and he stumbled, and now Tyler's waiting to leave the field. The umpires are having a meeting at home plate, and they're both going to say, no, it's a walk-off single off the bat of Harrison Boudreau. So the Roadrunners are going to get a walk-off win here in the bottom of the 9th, a solid single that might have glanced off the runner, but evidently didn't, according to both umpires. And so an RBI single for Boudreau scores Bourgeois, and all the action tonight was from the 7th inning on. A single run in the 7th by Angelina, a single run here in the bottom of the 9th, and they win it in walk-off fashion 2-1. And so high drama here in Lufkin tonight as the Apaches drop a tough one by a score of 2-1. Let's recap this one and try to get you on your way. There was not a whole lot of offense until the bottom of the 7th inning, and even then, the only run scored by the Apaches, by the Roadrunners, they took a 1-0 lead on, here was the sequence. The leadoff hitter was Ethan Jacobs. He singled to center. He reached second on a pass ball, on a ball that Mike Schrabb got crossed up by Gabe Craig, got Jacobs to second base. He goes to third base on a ball that was a comebacker right back at Gabe Craig, and he scored on what was a wild pitch. Schrabb hustled over, got the ball in plenty of time. The runner, Jacobs, was not coming, but Schrabb just flipped it over to home plate, and the ball got away from Gabe Craig. It was an errant throw, and home came Jacobs with the only run of the game at that point. Well, we got to the 9th inning. It was still 1-0 Angelina, and then it was Mike Schrabb, that same Mike Schrabb that had flipped the ball away from Craig to allow the run to score, with 1 out, hit a towering fly ball that got out of here and tied it. And you thought at that point, with the little bit of offense we had all night long, that we might be here for a while. But in the 9th inning, here was the sequence for Angelina. Jacobs grounded out to make 1 out, nobody on in the 9th. A single by Bourgeois to center field put him on base. An error, a high chopper, I don't know, could have been an infield hit either way, off the bat of Zach Vorst, and that ball went to second base. Reynolds could not handle it. It was a high chopper over the head of McCray Wiest, and then you had first and second rather, with only 1 out. And then the dramatic base hit by Harrison Boudreau, And the question was whether it went off the runner or not. It appeared that it might have tipped off the runner, but Bourgeois stopped midstream between second and third. The ball trickled into left field, and Hood picked it up and tried to throw it home, but it was not on line. And coming home with the game-winning run was Dylan Bourgeois. A walk-off single by Boudreau here in the bottom of the ninth gives Angelina a 2-1 win. That will break a 7-game streak of losses for the Roadrunners. I know that they're all happy about that. They now go to 2-7 on the year. Your winning pitcher is going to be Ryan Galvan. And let's just see what he's got. I don't think he had any kind of record before this ball game. No, he's going to go to 1-0 on the year. So he'll get the win. And the losing pitcher is going to be McCrae Weist. And let's see what his record is before we cut you loose here. I don't know if he's got any wins or losses yet. McCrae Weist on the year is, let's see, nope, that's going to be his first loss of the year. So he'll go to 0-1 on the season. And the loss will drop the Apaches to 7-5 on the season. As their next ball games, let's pull up the schedule real quick. They travel to Oklahoma this weekend. They'll play a 3-game series against Murray State. So the Apaches, again, road warriors until March 7th against Joliet. They'll go to Murray State for a Friday game, a single 9-inning game at 6, and then the doubleheader at 1 o'clock on Saturday the 22nd. That's up in Tishomingo, Oklahoma. For the Angelina Roadrunners, they were scheduled to play tomorrow, but that game has been postponed. We'll get some weather moving into the area. So their next games, let's see here, will be this weekend against Houston Community College, a 1 o'clock doubleheader, and then next Monday they play at Temple College, single 9 at 2 o'clock. And then the following weekend, 27 and 29, they open Region 14 East Conference play against the Northeast Texas Community College Eagles. That'll be a single game at Mount Pleasant on Thursday, 4 o'clock, and then a doubleheader on Saturday, the 29th. That'll be here at in Lufkin. And so that'll wrap things up. A dramatic game tonight. A very good pitching and defense ball game for 6 innings. Angelina scores 1 in the 7th. Tyler ties it with 1 out in the 9th on a solo homer by Mike Schrab. And then a walk-off single by Harrison Boudreau gives the Angelina Roadrunners their second win of the year. Our best wishes to the Roadrunners. We will see them again. I think they can have a ball game in Tyler. And let's peek at the schedule real quick before we cut you loose on that. The Roadrunners will come to Tyler. And let's just see. I think that's later in the year. Yep, that's way in April 27th, so we'll see them. There's going to be a lot of baseball played between now and then by both of these clubs. Conference play will be decided for both of them. That's right after the Coastal Bend series down in Beeville for the Apaches. So glad you joined us tonight. It was a fun one to call. 2-1 win for the Roadrunners. And the Apaches will get on the bus about an hour and a half back to Tyler. Not too bad. So for, again, a shout-out to the press box crew up here, Wes King, Lucas Cardenas, and Mo Oliver giving me some help up here. And, boy, what a beautiful complex this is, the Larry Phillips Family Sports Complex, and I enjoyed talking to him tonight as well. Congrats to Coach Livin and the Roadrunners. And until next time, the Apaches drop a tough one here, 2-1 in Lufkin. So long, everybody.